For me, the Battlefield franchise is the best of the best in regards to gaming because I love FPS games and then I love the Battlefield series, which is an FPS game. So Battlefield is the best of the best if you ask me. But no game is created equal, right? Regardless of whatever I think. And just like I can praise every single Battlefield game for something, I can also criticize them. So here are the top 5 things Battlefield Hardline did better than Battlefield 1. So number 1. Hardline was more creative, and even though Battlefield 1 is a 9 out of 10 game for me, it isn't nearly as creative as Battlefield Hardline was, right? Because Battlefield Hardline, it was innovative, and because of that, they had to get extra creative, right? And what ended up happening is that creativity ultimately didn't latch on well with the community. And, the community wanted, whatever, war games and World War I and Vietnam or whatever, man, just like war. They wanted an actual war setting. This was not necessarily war. But the thing is that if you take away the cops and robbers theme from Hardline and you put in a theme of like World War II or something like that, it will be exactly like any other Battlefield game. And that's why it's so cool, because they were able to do something like that. They were able to turn a war game into this cops and robbers setting, this cops and robber thing, where of course it didn't latch well with the community, but it's still nonetheless, it's creative. And Battlefield 1, I love the game, but how many World War I games have we seen? Like, maybe not recently because of like Call of Duty and stuff coming out with this futuristic bull, but like in the past, like in the 2000s, dude, how many Medal of Honors, how many Battlefields that were just like themed military, like military themed? How many Call of Duties? Like, I don't know, man. World War I, World War II, military based shooters, they're just not new. It's nothing creative anymore. So that was pretty much it for number 1. Number 2, the minimap, it actually shows you if the enemy is on the same level of elevation as you are or not in Battlefield Hardline, and it doesn't show you that in Battlefield 1. It just shows you a red dot, right? In Battlefield Hardline, the triangle that is the enemy, it gets smaller if they're on a different floor, and if they're the same size as your triangle on the minimap, then they're on the same level that you are. And the reason I really like this in Battlefield Hardline was because you can actually play strategically and tactically. You can know ahead of time where the enemy is exactly. Maybe they're on the floor above or below you. In Battlefield 1, you can still tell where they are, but you can't really tell if they're upstairs or downstairs or on the same floor. And you can in Battlefield Hardline. It's just a little thing, but that little thing could really mean a lot. So number 3, there's more customization options for your weapons in Battlefield Hardline than there is in Battlefield 1. Now, this is the thing here. In Battlefield 1, you only have weapon variations, so yes, or presets. So yes, you do have weapon customization, but you can't fully customize them to your playstyle and role on the battlefield like you can in Hardline, right? And if you look on your screen, I have like nothing unlocked because I had the PS3 when this game came out, but you can literally customize everything. You can customize optics and attachments and stuff like that, almost like a Call of Duty game. And the thing is that is better for tactical gameplay, to actually play strategically and tactically. Like this game, Hardline, it was meant to be played tactically. And that's something else that I really like about Battlefield Hardline, the fact that you can like tactically play, the fact that it's just tactical gameplay and strategic maneuvers, and it just, everybody has to be coordinated. My favorite game mode in Hardline was definitely Rescue. That was my favorite game mode. I really like that game mode, but like think about how tactical that game mode is, like how strategic, how coordinated you have to be with your teammates in order to win. Now, there's nothing like that in Battlefield Hardline, or Battlefield 1, I mean. Like, there's war pigeons, but even then, that's like not too competitive either. Like Conquest, nah, nothing like Rescue, man. Nothing like Rescue, or even like Search and Destroy from Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare or whatever, Call of Duty. Even that is like really tactical too, and strategic, and it just suggests coordination. Moving on to number 4, in Battlefield 1, the infantry, many times it feels so out of place. Now, I know that Battlefield is supposed to be a vehicle game. It's known for its vehicles, right, for actual vehicle warfare and gameplay, but the thing is that infantry take a large portion of the gameplay as well, if that makes any sense. Like, there's a lot of infantry all the time. You can't just totally rule out the infantry and just go for the vehicles and focus the vehicles, because that's not how this game plays, right? You can get off the vehicles at any time, right? So The thing is that in Battlefield 1, the infantry, like I said, it feels out of place. And in Battlefield Hardline, they balanced it out very well. They made maps that are more inviting to infantry. Like, they made the whole experience balanced out for everybody, no matter what their role is. And in Battlefield 1, they didn't do that, really. Personally, I think that's one of the worst things about Battlefield 1 is the fact that they totally forgot about the infantry, man. They've, like, it's all about the vehicles and stuff like that, but what about the infantry? You know what I mean? So that pretty much covers it for number 4. Number 5, without the premium pass in Battlefield Hardline, you get 8 game modes that you can jump into, and without the premium pass in Battlefield 1, you only get 6. And you gotta think about other people. Like, you gotta think, there's people around the world that are not as lucky as you and I. Like, they can't buy the season pass. Like, it's too much money. It's $50. It's like as much as the game itself. Like, right now, as of recording of this video, the Battlefield Hardline is worth like $20 in the PSN store, and the season pass is worth $50, right? So the season pass is worth more than the actual game right now, and it usually is for the majority of the game's life. As long as people are playing it, for the majority of that time, the season pass is always going to be more expensive than the actual game, because as soon as the season pass, or the actual game I mean, as soon as it hits $49 that game, that's the point where the season pass is worth more. It's at that point that the season pass is worth more. And like I was saying, not everybody can afford a whole nother game, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like buying a whole nother game to add on to Battlefield. So the fact that you can get more game modes for free in Battlefield Hardline than you can in Battlefield 1 is a plus to a lot of people, right? So that is something that Hardline did better than Battlefield 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more daily Battlefield 1 content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.